Hello and welcome to Rise Rise YouTube channel. Myself, Dr. Pradati Ocha. Today I will explain one editorial article from the Hindu newspaper. So today is 8 June 2026 and the article is talking about the missed call India must brace itself for a deficient southwest monsoon. Let's see, the article is relevant for GS paper 1 geography. Here it is from the editorial explain section. So therefore these articles are highly relevant for the mains aspect. But there are terms already used in these articles can also be relevant for the prelims examination. So please understand the concept thoroughly. And we have also provided one mains probable questions, attempt that question and mention in our comment sections. If we see in the previous year 2023, one question has arrived directly from the southwest monsoon. That is, why is the southwest monsoon called Purvaya in easterly in the Bhojpur regions? How has this directional season wind system influenced the cultural ethos of the region? Answer in 150 words, 10 marks. So when there is 150 words, you have to answer, the marks is 10 marks, and when you have to answer in 250 words, then the marks is 15 words. So please stick to the word limit. Now, we have already highlighted some portions in these articles. We have found that these highlighted portions are relevant for the UPSC mains examinations. However, there are certain parameters you have to understand because these articles only has provided the data and some aspects. Actually, the articles have tried to mention about the way forward also. But other aspect also you have to know. For that reason, so we have provided certain parameters like the context, that is you have to know about what is in the news, why these topics are repeatedly coming up, and why therefore we are calling this news mains point of view. If we see, this is highly probable we can get a mains question in this year from the southwest monsoon, because this year can be a drought year because of the El Nino conditions we are seeing. So second is about the southwest monsoon, you have to know. Third, it is the causes behind the expected deficient monsoon. Fourth, it's about the effects of the deficient monsoon. Fifth, it's about the government initiatives, what all government initiatives we are having right now, and a comprehensive way forward to overcome these conditions. And lastly, we'll end this article with a short conclusion. So understand the context first. The context, it is saying the southwest monsoon reached Kerala on 4th June 2026 and it is 3 days past its normal onset date and 4 days behind the Indian Meteorological Department's own forecast. However, this is the first onset misjudgment since 2015. Second, we are seeing this the Northwest, Central Asia and the Peninsula, Central India and the Peninsula, and the monsoon cone zone that sustains the bulk of India's rain-fed farmland are all forecast to fall short. Only the northeast India is expected to see normal rain. Now, there is another point that you have to understand, that is India's meteorological department already pegged seasonal rainfall at 90% of the long period average, with a 60% probability of an outright deficient year. For this year, it is most kind of negative pre-season call in a decade. Now, since we have understood the context, therefore we have to come understand about the southwest monsoon. That is, what is it is? Southwest monsoon active from the June to September, which is India's primary source of fresh water and contribute nearly 70 to 80% of country's annual rainfall. With India receiving about 1,187 millimeter of average annual rainfall, the monsoon directly influences which parts? Agricultural productions, drinking water availability, reservoir storage, groundwater recharge, and hydropower generations. Now you have to understand this. If you see beyond this climatic phenomena, the monsoon, southwest monsoon, is a lifeline for over a billion people, shaping India's economy, food security, and rural livelihoods. So we have understood the importance and the significance of this southwest monsoon. Now we have to see what are the mechanism associated with the southwest monsoon. First, if we see, these portions are not, I'm repeatedly saying these portions are not mentioned in the articles, these today's newspaper articles. We have provided it for your understanding or for your clarity. Like what are the mechanism? If we see differential heating, what it is talking, during summer we all know the Indian landmass heats up faster than the surrounding oceans. Therefore, it creates a low pressure area over the subcontinent subcontinent that attracts moisture-laden winds from the Indian Ocean. Second, northward shift of the intertropical convergence zone that shift northward during the summer, triggering the onset of monsoon over the Kerala and marking the beginning of the Kharif cropping season. Third, that is two monsoon branches we have. The monsoon divides into the Arabian Sea branch that enters through the Kerala and the Western Ghats, and the third that is the Bay of Bengal branch that advances across the eastern and the northern India. Fourth, you have to understand role of El Nino and the ENSO. Here, El Nino characterized by the warmer sea surface temperatures in the central Pacific Oceans, and La Nina is the opposite of this El Nino, weakens the pressure gradient and reduces the moisture transport towards India, often leading to weaker monsoon rainfall or drought. And next, you have to see, that is fifth one, influence of Indian Ocean dipole. What it is? If we see a positive IOD, that can partly offset the adverse effects of the El Nino. It's a overcoming situation if we have the positive IOD, but whereas a neutral or negative IOD reduces this compensating effect. And the sixth, that is long period average, we have seen already, it is talking about the LPA currently 87 centimeter for the June-September season, serves as the benchmark for the monsoon assessment. Rainfall below 90% of the long period average is classified as deficient. Now, let's see what are the causes behind the expected deficient monsoon. First, El Nino conditions. El Nino conditions, what it is talking about, around 60% of El Nino years since 1951, if we see already highlighted over here, have experienced deficient or below normal rainfall. Severe droughts in 2022 and 2009, along with rainfall shortage in 2014 and 15, it highlighting its impact. Second, weakened walker circulations. What it is, El Nino weakens the walker circulations, therefore reducing the flow of moisture-laden winds towards India and suppressing the rainfall activity. Third, that is the interseasonal dry spells. It is highlighting that even when the seasonal rainfall appears adequate, prolonged dry spells can damage the cropping seasons during the crucial growth stage, making the rainfall distributions as important as total rainfall, therefore. And fourth, that is the climate change induced variability. What it is saying, rising temperature are increasing the frequency and intensity of the monsoon breaks, and therefore it is leading to greater climatic uncertainty, crop stress and water shortages. Now, if we have understood the causes, then we have to see the effects of this deficient monsoon that we can see thoroughly on the economy, agriculture, food security, farmers distress, all we can have this negative impact. So first, reduced rainfall can lower the production of the paddy, cotton, soybean, pulses and oilseeds, particularly in the monsoon core zone, affecting the agriculture output and rural livelihood. Second, if we see food security and inflation, therefore the cost price will also be increased. Lower crop production can increase the prices of cereals, pulses, vegetables, edibles, oils, therefore placing additional pressure on the household budgets. Third, that is the water resource stress. Reduced rainfall limits the groundwater recharge and therefore lower reservoir inflows, affecting irrigation system, drinking water supply and hydropower generation also. Fourth, that is intensified heat waves. Dry conditions increase, क्या करते हैं, सरफेस टेम्परेचर को बढ़ाते हैं एंड हीट वेव भी इंटेंसिफाइड होते हैं एंड दैट अगर देखते हैं तो ये एडवर्सली अफेक्ट करते हैं पब्लिक हेल्थ, लाइफ स्टॉक, लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड एनर्जी डिमांड को भी. फिफ्थ, अगर देखते हैं तो फार्मर डिस्ट्रेस क्या बता रहे हैं, क्रॉप लॉसेस, राइजिंग कल्टिवेशंस एंड दिस कॉस्ट कैन इंक्रीज इंडेप्थनेस, उधार बढ़ा देते among the small and marginal farmers and it leading to greater rural distress and migrations. And the last one, that is fiscal burden on the government. Overall, we can see the burden is coming upon the government. Government may need to increase expenditure on drought relief, crop compensations, MSP, drinking water support, welfare measures, placing pressures on the public finances. Now, certain initiatives we have at present, government initiatives, if we see the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, provides affordable crop insurance to farmers and help compensate losses arising due to the adverse weather situations and drought. Second one part, drop more crops, that is such a Pradhan Mantri Krishi Yojana promotes drip and sprinkle irrigations, improving water use efficiency and reducing dependence on the monsoon rainfall. Third, that is Jal Shakti Abhiyan and Atal Bhujal Yojana. It is focusing on the water ecosystem, groundwater recharge, community-based management of water resources in water-stressed regions. And fourth, that is the National Food Security Act and the Price Stabilization Fund that ensure food availability through the buffer stocks, and therefore it help control price rise during the supply disruptions. And fifth, that is the NDMA drought management manual and the promotion of the millet Shri Anna, that is it. NDMA drought management strengthen the drought preparedness through early warning systems while encouraging climate resilient and low water intensive crops, like that is promotion of the millets. It has started from 2023 onwards. If we see over here, it is already mentioned about the Jal Shakti. Now come to the way forward. If we see the way forward, already it has been highlighted these parts. These are the portions that you can see, these way forwards already we have highlighted. So if we see the way forward, first we can see that strengthening institutional preparedness where the government and together coordinated actions is very much required among the various ministries like Agriculture Ministry, Jal Shakti Ministry, Consumer Affairs Ministry, National Disaster Management Authority through contingency planning, input monitoring, and timely relief measures. Second, that is promoting climate resilient cropping. Encourage cultivations of millets, pulses, oil seeds through assured minimum support price, support and quality seeds and targeted extension services. Third, that is improve water resource management, regulate groundwater extractions, optimize reservoir operations, and we have to prioritize drinking water and essential irrigation needs in water stressed areas. फोर्थ, इफ यू सी इनहांस फार्मर सपोर्ट सिस्टम, कैसे हम लोग बढ़ा सकते हैं, जैसे हम लोग को एक्सपेंड करना पड़ेगा क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस कवरेज को, स्ट्रेंथन करना पड़ेगा इंस्टीट्यूशनल क्रेडिट एंड इंश्योर एट द सेम टाइम टाइमली वो चीजें हम लोग को मिलते जाए ड्यूरिंग द टाइम ऑफ ड्रॉट रिलीफ एंड कंपनसेशन, वो हम लोग को टाइमली मिलते जाए. फिफ्थ, दैट इज एक्सपैंडिंग ऑफ माइक्रो इरिगेशन एंड फोरकास्टिंग कैपेसिटी, कैसे ना स्केलिंग अप दिस ड्रिप एंड स्प्रिंकलर इरिगेशन एंड एट द सेम टाइम स्ट्रेंथनिंग IMD's forecasting and climate modeling capabilities to improve preparedness against the monsoon variability. Now, this article, today we'll end this article with a short conclusion. If we understand this one, a weak monsoon would fall on a farm economy whose nutrients and fuel are both already scarce and dear. Therefore, to overcome this, we need to know a deficient monsoon in 2026 would fall on a farm economy whose nutrients and fuel are both already scarce and costly, because we all know this year it is a failed about acting as a catalyst because West Asia distress, and this year as a El Nino year, if we consider, then we are facing heavy financial distress. So therefore, the government must hope for the best while it firmly prepares for the worst at the same time. With timely planning, prudent water management, and strong relief systems, India can blunt this impact of a weak season and protect the food security and livelihoods of millions of its people. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग एक यूपीएससी मेंस मॉडल के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चंस इस आर्टिकल के ऊपर सिमुलेट करके क्वेश्चंस रखा है. प्लीज प्रैक्टिस दैट क्वेश्चंस एंड अटेम्प्ट दिस क्वेश्चन एंड मेंशन इन आवर कमेंट सेक्शन. द क्वेश्चन इज वल्नरेबिलिटी ऑफ इंडिया's इकोनॉमी टू monsoon variability reflects the continued dependence of agriculture and water resources on seasonal rainfall. Examine the challenges posed by deficient monsoon. Suggest a suitable policy response. 15 marks you have to answer within 250 words. इसके बाद हम लोग का वीडियो आने वाले हैं मेंस डीप एनालिसिस, जहाँ पे मेंस के आर्टिकल के ऊपर द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर से मेंस की सिलेबस के ओरिएंटेड जो आर्टिकल है वहाँ पे इलेबोरेटली डिस्कशन किया जाएगा विद प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस एंड वन मॉडल प्रैक्टिस मेंस क्वेश्चंस भी दिया जाएगा. उसके बाद आप लोग को मिलेगा प्रीलिम्स फाइल, जहाँ पे प्रीलिम स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक्स ऑन फ्रॉम टुडेज द हिंदी न्यूज़पेपर से डिस्कस किया जाएगा विद मॉडल पास्ट ईयर प्रीवियस विद मॉडल MCQ एंड प्रीवियस ईयर MCQ शैल ऑल्सो बी देयर. Please visit our RiseIS website as well as our RiseIS YouTube channel for these detailed descriptions, and download these topics from our respective uh, uh, websites, from our respective sites, from the RiseIS websites. Thank you. All the best.